afternoon, everyone. I'm Trish Henry, OSP's Director of Partnerships and Custom Events. Welcome to OSP EXPO 2014. I'm very pleased today to have Joe Delio. Joe is the Director of Business Development for ETA International. Welcome, Joe. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Joe is a certified technician with ETA, and I'm going to let him explain why that's important, what that designation means.
Actually, I'm a senior certified electronics technician. That means that I have taken the basic electronics certification, which is our associate CET, and then I've passed a number of journeyman options.
Okay.
So that gives me that designation of senior certified electronic technician. I'm also a customer service specialist.
That's great.
Through ETA.
Wonderful. And ETA has been a very important part of OSP EXPO for years, providing certification for our programs, so we welcome you. Tell me why someone should become ETA 1 certified.
ETA certification really confirms that an individual has the ability to perform specific tasks in their field.
Okay.
Becoming ETA certified validates their knowledge. And it also does one other thing. It really aligns all the training providers, whether they be in a high school secondary setting,
sure,
or maybe in a college or community college venues, post-secondary, or business-to-business trainers. It really provides some benchmarks that the curriculum has to align to.
Okay.
And it gives the certificate portability throughout the country. They can go anywhere. That ETA certification, and we are ETA-I, which is international, and that gives them portability so they can move anywhere in the country and have that recognized.
All right. And when someone sees that designation on training, they know what they're getting. They know the level of quality that they're getting.
Right. And and just to clarify, we are not training providers.
Right.
We only do the third-party certification at the end of the training program. Mm-hmm. Training providers are spread out throughout the world that do the training. We do the certification at the end.
Okay, great. Tell me your thoughts on standards versus best practices.
It's a good question. We are subject matter experts that build the certification competencies rely on standards.
Okay.
We always build our certifications based on standards because standards really are like laws.
Okay.
Where best practices may be theories, and my best practice may not be your best practice, but a standard is really very objective.
Okay.
Where a best practice is subjective.
Okay. And I would imagine varies from company to company and
area to area, depending on where you're working. So if we build to a standard, we know that it will be the same no matter where it's at. It really helps with the conformity.
Okay, great, wonderful. Who's getting certified today?
Well, we're certifying people, technicians, engineers. We certify a lot of military people that are in Afghanistan, that are working on critical communication systems. We're certifying people in DAS, which is a very hot issue right now.
Exactly.
We have many certifications, and we're finding that our wireless communications certifications and our fiber certifications are blending.
Really?
So we're getting a blend because, yes, absolutely, because the wireless industry is, especially with the LTE implementation, really needs the fiber backhaul to be able to pass that amount of data.
That's interesting. So it used to be very separate,
and now used to be two separate entities, and these two vertical channels that we work with are really becoming a horizontal channel.
Wow, that's interesting. And DAS is bringing it all together.
Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
Interesting. And we were just talking about that
DAS
a few minutes ago.
And fiber to the antenna as well.
Okay. All right. What is ETA-I doing to promote education, and how is it bringing certification to today's youth?
Well, for about the past 10 years, we've been involved with a group called Skills USA.
Okay.
Skills USA really starts at the local level. It goes local, regional, state, and then national level. And these are youngsters that are either in secondary schools that may be in a career and technical program or a vocational program. Sure. And it also has a division of post-secondary students. These would be people that might be in proprietary schools or community colleges. Mm-hmm. And they have about 100 competitions that go on at the national level.
Wow.
And cover over 1 million square feet of convention space.
Okay.
For many years, the competition was held in Kansas City. For next year, the competition is moving to Louisville, Kentucky, because they basically need more floor space. And ETA, for the past 10 years, has been a national sponsor of the communications wiring competition.
Okay.
What the students do is they have a week in this competition, and they perform a lot of hands-on skills with communications cabling, and they also have written assessments that they do. Wow. And ETA manages that competition. So we're really trying to help the best of the best at the high school and college level.
That's great. So the first program was Skills USA, and the second is, tell me the name again, the second program that you sponsor?
Communication. Skills USA, it's the communication, it's the communications cabling competition at Skills USA.
At Skills USA.
At Skills USA.
Wonderful. We're putting together our January 2015 predictions, believe it or not. We're already there. Interested from your perspective, from ETA's perspective, what do you see coming in this year?
Well, I think the need for speed. Everybody talks about the need for speed and the idea that we are an information-starved society. We need more bandwidth. And in order to get that bandwidth, we have a fiber backbone, and we have to be able to utilize that fiber to its fullest capabilities.
Okay.
And I think what ETA certification does is it really lets the contractors know that their installers are installing the cable properly, and they're getting all the throughput that they should be. When they're installing the cables.
Okay.
So we feel that we see the blending of RF and fiber, fiber to the antenna, DAS. We've already mentioned that. We'd like to see more women in the industry. That's something that we think about, and I think that pretty much.
Well, I'll be looking to see if your predictions come true. Of course, we had our Women in Telecom this year, so we were very excited about that. So hopefully we can do our part in getting more women in the industry. But Joe, I want to thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Joe Delio with ETA International. I'm Trish Henry with OSP EXPO. Thanks for joining us.